when I started off, I was skeptical, just like most people, being honest with you. This has been going on for a while. Let's just say the holidays, okay? At first, I was very skeptical that it's going to become a reality, and then over time, just the number of people involved and the number of people being contacted by the state of Indiana and by the Bears, it started becoming evident to me that this was moving, and it makes sense. I mean, all things being equal, Indiana is a far superior business environment as opposed to Illinois. So if I was the Bears, and if I had two equal packages on the table, I would choose I would choose Indiana every time because that was a slip. I would choose Indiana every time because of the superior business environment in Indiana. So.
Do you know if there's a top line number, like a total construction figure or estimate for the
I've just heard rough, but the state of Indiana is spending over $1 billion on this project, and I know that they want to get their money back, and quite frankly, they're the ones mostly involved in the details of the finances. I'm giving up a significant part of my city for this project to make it happen, but the state is probably more equipped to answer those questions as opposed to me.
Why is it worth it to you?
Is it for the city?
You know, it's funny. I appreciate that question. I hear people all the time say, Mayor, these stadiums don't bring anything to the host community. And I said, I guess it really depends on your perspective. If I'm in downtown Chicago and I have the theater district and I have Ruth's Chris and I have plenty of entertainment options, I could see how you could be skeptical about what the Bears could do. But in Hammond, we don't have Ruth's Chris. We don't have high-rise hotels. And this stadium project is going to bring all that. We're going to make a Bearsville right outside of this stadium. It's going to be a whole separate city within the city of Hammond, and I think it's going to be absolutely transformational for my city. It's going to bring a couple thousand jobs permanent. It's going to bring tens of thousands of jobs, construction, ancillary development, investment into the city. I think it's going to be completely transformational for Hammond.
Well,
So, Tom, can you say for sure that the Bears have agreed to leave Chicago and come to Hammond?
I can't say that, no, but I think that the Bears saying that they want to choose to live in Hammond, Indiana. I can't speak for the Bears, and I don't want to speak for the Bears. I don't want to, but I think the Bears are coming to Hammond, Indiana, to the Lost Marsh. I definitely think that. But, obviously, I would want to go through the state, the IFA, the Speaker, the Senate Majority Leader, the Governor's office. They're more in tune with the day-to-day negotiations. And I'm fine with that because mayors don't have the ability to get this job done by themselves. I could have never done this as Mayor Tom McDermott. I needed the assistance of the Speaker of the House. I needed the assistance of the Senate Majority Leader. I needed the Governor, and they performed admirably. And they put politics aside, by the way. This area we're talking about is a Democratic part of the state, and every major player in this was a Republican elected official, and they put politics aside. And I think that's huge in 2026 that it was a 26-0 vote in the Ways and Means Committee. That's the one thing we can all agree on in Indiana is the Bears are a great investment for Northwest Indiana, for Hammond.
There were a lot of communities in Northwest Indiana that were, wanting this. So what put Hammond over the top?
I think the location of Hammond made it the only choice, the only logical choice. And quite frankly, Hammond was the only choice as far as I'm concerned. It was the only, you'd have to ask the Bears this. Hammond was the only serious contender. The others were proposals, and I likened it to, if you want to date Taylor Swift, you may want to date Taylor Swift, but if Taylor Swift doesn't want to date you, that's really the important part. So if the other cities wanted the Bears to move there, the Bears have to want to move there first, and the Bears were only interested in Hammond, in my opinion.
When you talk about regional pride, for people who maybe don't know a lot about Northwest Indiana, where have y'all come from, and what could this do in terms of that regional pride, making people proud to live there?
I was region proud today, walking into the House Ways and Means Committee and seeing the mayor of Valparaiso testify in favor of a proposal that goes in Hammond, and seeing leaders from Porter County testify that this was a transformational project for Porter County as well. There's one thing about Northwest Indiana and the region is we have a lot of different municipalities and jurisdictions, and sometimes we don't see eye to eye. This is a unifying economic development project. It's bringing across leaders from across the state, so Republican and Democrat.
Do you think